right in the middle of the night, guys.
This week, I'm heading out after dark in search of my first ever night bite carp.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. It is Avery here, and as you can see, it is dark outside. I actually just finished work and I am here on the lake, but I am on a special lake, a little reservoir that is very near and dear to my heart, where I grew up fishing and I gained my passion for the sport. And today, I'm actually doing a type of fishing that is very overlooked, but it is one of my favorite types of fishing. One of my favorite species to fish for is carp. I do fish bass a lot, smallmouth, largemouth, but I grew up fishing this reservoir for carp. So why are we here at night? Well, the water here in this reservoir is crystal clear. You can see to the bottom almost at 20 feet deep. So we will fish them early morning or the evening to the dark and then get off the water. But after sunrise, when people are out kayaking and swimming and the sun is out, the carp really just shut off. We will get a bunch in the morning, but during the day it is harder to catch them. And so we're doing an experiment tonight and we're gonna see if they bite better in the dark. We don't know if this is the case, but we will see, and we're gonna try and catch some giants today out of the little boat on the lake that I grew up fishing, and hopefully catch some big nighttime carp. All right, so we are here at the spot. We are set up, and now we are going to get our rods out, and our bait of choice is actually corn. That is because carp are bottom feeders, and they rely on their sense of smell and their eyesight to find their food. So they will rummage around the bottom and they'll sniff with their nose, and corn smells good and it's also very bright, it's colorful. And so how do we bring the smell to the carp? Well, that is by chumming. We chum our bait so that it creates an area of where carp will smell the bait and come in and rummage around. And I actually have the best dad ever because he came out earlier today and he did some chumming for me with corn, but I still have some left in this bag. And it is so important to keep on chumming throughout the day when you are fishing, because carp will rummage around and they will eat the chum in that area, not always getting hooked up. So we keep on throwing chum out so that we can gather more and more carp into the specific area of where we're fishing. So my secret sauce for carp fishing is I actually don't use frozen corn as the bait that goes on my rig. I use canned corn, and that's because this stuff has more of a taste, more of a smell, and it's sweet. So we have them down there eating the frozen corn, but this smells a little bit nicer than the frozen corn. So we think that they choose this over the frozen corn, just because the smell is different. All right, it is currently 12:30 and we are in the pitch black right now. We decided to shut the light off. We think maybe the light was spooking the fish even. We don't really know. So we're just gonna leave the light off for now and see what happens. This rod. This rod is going off. What do I do? Do I just wait for it or take it? Oh no, that is, there we go. There we go, let's go. Let's go. We got a fish on. Uh-oh, that's not okay that it's in this other line. That is not okay. That's the only downfall, guys, to having 3 lines is the fact that they might get tangled. Where's the net? Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. This is so exciting. Oh, the net's stuck. The net is stuck on the tree. And I've got a fish on. Oh no. Oh no. Don't get caught in the trees. There we go. Come on. Get unstuck, buddy. Get unstuck. Get unstuck out of that tree. Oh no. He's stuck in a tree currently. I'm trying to get him up. There we go. There we go. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Yes! Let's go! Carp bite in the middle of the night, guys. First fish of the day is netted. Let's bring him in the boat. All right, fish number one still has a little bit of energy even after he took off like that. That was so awesome. It took us a while to get set up, get on the spot and be quiet, but once we turned the lights out, this guy ate. It's a good first fish, and it's pretty heavy. Let's get this carp back in the lake and hopefully catch some more night bite carp. There he goes. All right, there we have it, night bite carp. Works. There we go. Net is slimed. Avery is slimed. Time to get that rod back in. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys what I'm using, and I talked about it a little bit earlier, but I didn't really go in depth, and that is a hair rig. This is a pre-made hair rig from Carp Spirit that we purchased, but basically it's a swivel, and then we've got this big giant weight right here. And then at the bottom of this little piece of line is a hook. And this hook, as you can see, has got like a little tail on it. This little tail is where all the corn goes. The reason for the tail end is they'll suck it up and they won't feel the hook right away. Some people have weights that are attached to the swivel or they snap on or hook on, and so they don't move. And when the carp eats, the weight will make it so that the carp gets hooked. But we like to just keep our line a little bit tight on the rod so that when they jerk their head sideways, they get hooked that way. So I take the corn kernels like this and I put it on the needle. There we go. We've got our 5 corn kernels here. Now we put the needle through the little loop here at this tail end. And then we slide the corn so that it's on the tail end like this. It'll sit like this underwater. And then we put a little stopper so that the corn doesn't fall off the tag end. All right, there you have it. We are rigged and ready to go. Let's cast this baby back out. I'm just gonna chum a bit more because we just caught a fish, so. So you guys are probably wondering why I was able to let that fish go and why the drag was going click, click, click as it slowly took off. Which, by the way, we've never had that happen before. Usually when a carp hits for us, it is just gone. But for some reason that fish was just nibbling at the bait and slowly taking it away. And that's why the reels we are using are perfect for any type of fishing where a fish is gonna take the bait and go. So these are called bait runner reels, and they are made specially for fishing species that are gonna take the bait and run off. So carp, catfish are both good species to use these reels for, because the cool thing is you don't have to set the drag really loose and then tighten it back up when you get a fish on. You set the drag to the right amount of tightness you need it to be. Then you flick this little switch that's at the bottom of the spool and you click it to free spool mode. So it says free spool on the bottom of this reel. And basically that means the fish is able to go with the bait in its mouth and it'll go click, click, click like that because it'll be a free spool. But as soon as you reel that handle, it'll flick the switch over and then you will have the perfect drag you need to fight the fish. Dad. There we go. Fish number 2 is hooked up literally on the exact same rod as the other one that I caught the other one on. Pretty much in the same spot. Oh, this is a bigger one, I think. There we go. Let's go, guys. Number 2, night bite carp. Don't go near the tree. This is the only issue about where we're fishing, is the amount of trees we've got around this area. Where's the net? he's already pretty close. Okay, got it. And I don't want to get this fish caught in the trees. This is chaos again. This is chaos again. Oh, he's in the trees there. He's in the tree, there we go. Got him out. Oh, he wants to go again. He wants to go again. Gotta make sure I got him tight. Oh, oh, he's really wanting to go again. He's got a second burst of energy. Oh, oh, buddy, I don't need that second burst of energy. He's heavy. See this, guys, is why I love carp fishing so much. Get in there. Yes, that is why I love carp fishing so much, and night bite carp is a thing. Oh, this one's an upgrade. Look at the size of this guy. This is what we were looking for tonight. That was so crazy, so awesome. This is a beautiful species of fish, and they are night eaters, guys. On corn, on the bait runner reels, on the new rods. Oh, I have to put him down, he's so heavy. Rest him on my knees for a second. Let's get a picture with him and then get this beautiful giant back. There he goes. He's good to go. Back to the depths of Deer Creek. So fishing is all about the learning experience that comes with it. Before, I was putting my net on the tree back there, but I really struggled the last two fish to actually get it over to this side of the boat into the water so that I could net my fish. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lean the net on the boat so that it stays here, it's in the water, and I can easily pick it up and glide the fish into it when they get closer. That's a fish. Oh, he took off. This one took off. The light was off. We had just turned it off just to see if that would make a difference because we had the light on for a while. And this rod just bolted. Holy cow, I don't want this fish to go into the tree. Also got two other lines that I don't want him to go into. Just gonna move over this way because he's, holy cow. Get out of there, bud. Get out of the trees and the other lines. Oh my gosh, stay out of the trees. This is a good one. This is a good one. Oh yeah. Whew, I saw him close to the surface. Holy, this guy's got a lot of energy. He's a fighter. I don't want him to go in the other lines. I'm really worried about that. I'm gonna have to net him on this side around all the rods because he's getting too close to the tree right now. I'm gonna have to net him at the back. Come on, buddy. Get in that net. Get in that net. There we go. Oh my gosh. It's a good one, guys. This is a big carp. Right as we shut the lights off. Okay, gotta bring him in. Fish number 3 of the day, and I can barely hold him up, he's so big. I think this is my biggest ever Deer Creek carp I have caught. It's probably close to my personal best. I don't know, he doesn't have a giant gut, but he is a long fish. Look at the size of this thing. This is so awesome. People are in their tents across the pond sleeping right now, missing out on this incredible night bite. Oh, I can't hold him anymore. He's so heavy. I don't know if the camera does it justice, but if this thing had an actual giant gut on it, like the last one did, it would probably be 30 pounds. It's definitely in the 20s though. There he goes. There he goes. Back and healthy, just like we want him to be. Right now we are using Shimano FX series rods. In the springtime, we are always fishing carp and trout as well. And we would usually use the same rods to fish both species. We've got our compres, which are a great rod for both carp fishing and trout fishing. but we would always have to deal with the hassle of moving reels and re-rigging almost every other day because, like I said, we fish both of those species in the spring. So we came across these medium heavy 9-foot rods actually when we were on a trip to Hawaii, and these guys in Hawaii were using them for surf fishing for all different types of ocean species, and I thought that was super cool, and we wanted to try them out here at home because we thought, hey, these would be great carp rods and we wouldn't have to be moving our carp reels from our trout rods all the time. So these are actually a very high quality rod at a great value and are fairly inexpensive. They're awesome if you are not a super avid carp angler but are just trying to get into it. And yeah, they've worked so far. Hopefully we'll catch some more on them, really put them to the test. But if you are a new carp angler, I would highly suggest trying these guys out. All right guys, we're rigged. Our lines are back in the water. Now we're gonna shut all the lights out. I'm getting hit right now. I'm getting hit. Oh! There we go. Fish number 4. The sun is literally coming up. This is my last night bite fish because it is 5:30 and we are starting to see sunrise, and there's a fish on this too, I think, unless I'm just caught in I think I might be caught in the line. Yep, I am caught in the line right now. That's no good. Oh, he's just a little guy, but that's okay. Still a good way to end the day off. I'm just gonna have to flip the bails of this one. I avoid getting tangled until the last fish. And of course, it's a little carp that gets all the rods tangled. In the net you go, bud. In the net you go. We'll end up. And fish number 4 is in the boat. Final fish of the day. The sun is rising. This is my last night bite fish. It really is an early morning fish. Sunrise fish. All right, we got this guy. Oh, spilling the canned corn. The lines are a mess. I'm a mess because I've been up all night long. But we've got fish number 4 here. Let's bring him in. Just a little baby. Little baby ones are always the feistiest ones. There we go. This guy is just a little guy, but he still is a fun way to end off the night. Unfortunately, he got all my rods tangled. Of course, the littlest fish of the day gets all my rods tangled, but it still was a very fun fight. It's a beautiful, healthy looking carp here on Deer Creek. Let's get a quick picture with him and get him back. Not a very graceful release, but it's the last release of the day. And now I'm gonna have to deal with this mess. That's ridiculous. All right, guys, well, that is officially it. It is morning, and we tried our experiment of nighttime carp fishing. It was a pretty awesome experience. Night bite carp is something that I will definitely be doing again in the future because it worked. We fished for about 6 or so hours. If I got out a little bit earlier, instead of 11 o'clock, we probably would have caught a few more fish. But it was an overall pretty awesome experience. We caught a couple big ones, and it goes to show that even fishing smaller bodies of water, you can catch some pretty big fish, like the carp we caught today. My biggest takeaway from this whole experience was experiment with what you're doing when you're fishing. We started off with the light on just so Dad could do some filming, but as soon as we started shutting all of our lights off, the fish were more apt to eat, and I learned that carp do bite in the dark. I would really suggest you do something like this. It was lots of fun. We got to see so much cool things outside in nature during the night. A bat was flying around our heads. We saw some pretty cool moths, fireflies in the distance, and of course the stars, and we got to catch some big fish along the way. If you ever get the chance, I suggest you try out this technique on little reservoirs like Deer Creek. This is a beautiful place, so if you're ever this way in Southern Ontario, come here, fish it, fish for nighttime carp. You will not be disappointed. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I had a great time making it. I'm exhausted now, so I need to get to bed. But stay tuned for more, and of course, always remember to take a kid fishing.